Hey guys, so I decided I was going to do a quick additional video tonight. I've got some extra time in my hotel room tonight to kind of contemplate and think about this whole weight loss journey, which is, you know, to people who don't struggle with it, it's probably very hard to understand how deep the struggle with managing your weight is for people like me who are overweight. And I just wanted to share one of the main things that I've learned through Profile so far in the 2 weeks that I've been sort of on this new journey, and kind of going about managing my weight and my health and my energy levels in a new way, in a way that's guided by science and guided by coaches and contrived by medical experts, doctors. So anyways, the big thing that I'm learning is what the relation is between food in your body as it relates to food just simply being fuel. Over the years, I've developed probably such an unhealthy mindset towards food, and for me, it's more of a reward. Something that I feel like, as a person, I give a lot to every area of my life, to my faith and my walk with the Lord, to my marriage, to my wife, to my children, to my employer. I give everything I have to give to each of those areas of my life, and I've always kind of screwed up in this one big way, and that's that food is my reward. You don't always get the dividends of your investment into all those areas of your life instantaneously, and you do get those instantaneous gratification feelings with food. And I'm just being raw and honest. That's just one of the ways that I've done that. And so that's not to say that my life is deficient in any of those areas. It's just an unhealthy way that I've conditioned myself to kind of reward myself. And so what Profile has done is it's kind of deconstructing the rhythms of my thought patterns as it relates to how food affects the way that your body actually feels. And the biggest thing that I was taken back by the first few days of the diet, and up until today, even though the last few days have been a bit rocky for me with the travel and everything, is how my body feels just fine on 1,000 calories. And when I eat 3,000 to 4,000 calories a day, I feel terrible. Physically, I feel crappy about my decisions and myself. So, this isn't something that gets like hammered home, at least at the Profile location that I go to. Like, they're not pounding this into your head. This is way more organic. It's just more through the sticking to the plan to the best that I can, and just watching how my body responds to the reduction in calories and carbohydrates. Like I said, my body actually feels better at my weight in this season of life at the 1,000 calories than it did on my patterns and behaviors prior to. And so this isn't just a blanket statement for anybody. Like, this is how it's going to work for everybody. I'm just sharing how it's been for me, and I'm sure there are some out there that will probably identify with what I'm talking about. So anyways, I just in kind of contemplating the journey, because it is a really big journey, and I don't think that people that don't struggle with their weight understand like what a big journey this is and what a big adjustment and a big change this is. And I just think that it's a really it's really helpful for me to share that, because I think that there's people who need to hear that these are normal feelings, normal responses. The other thing I want to say is just if you're just starting this journey, and shoot, if you've been on this journey for 6 or 8 months, which, you know, I've been 2 weeks is all, but I've been on a lifelong journey, it feels like, of trying things, being successful, dropping 50 pounds, going back up, dropping 50 pounds, and always with a different method. None of them have quite changed my thought processes like Profile has. And so yeah, anyways, I just thought it'd be helpful to share some of the things that that go a little bit deeper than the practical day-by-day nature of doing Profile, and just talk a little bit about some of the really positive things that are happening emotionally and mentally, and just really positive things that aren't necessarily related to the scale, although the scale would, you know, the scale going down would be a positive byproduct of this. But the main thing is the rewiring of the circuitry of the brain, and just how we approach fueling our bodies and treating our bodies with respect in regards to what we put in it. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up, but I just thought it would be helpful. I kind of started a thought a minute ago, and I just want to make sure I get it out there, is that we need to have grace for ourselves. We need to have grace for the moments that we're weak and we revert back to those patterns, and then we need to have strength to let one mistake be one mistake, and not one mistake becoming 2 mistakes, becoming 3 mistakes, because we're beating ourselves up over it. And again, this is self-talk, but I know that other people need to hear it. That's why I wanted to make this video. And with that said, I'll wrap it up, and we'll be back here in a couple weeks and give you an update. Thanks.